see you do this because he's worked with me before. I do this all the time for round offs especially. Can you just do like spider crawl to handstand? So Nate does his spider crawl handstand, and if you want to make a hollowed handstand, we would want him to round his shoulders, squeeze your butt around your shoulders. Okay? He can also do it the other way. So like anytime that the kids are working handstand up against the wall, they're going to be either arched or hollowed, especially if they're on a wedge mat. Unless they're like walking all the way up the straight, which most of our kids just aren't strong enough for. Yeah, pick up the handstand. I like this one a lot where he holds only his shoulders on the wall. So put your shoulders on the wall and stretch those toes up to the ceiling. So he's holding more of like a candlestick position. Booty up. There you go. Can you hold it there?
It's hard.
Yeah. Okay. Now what the kids are also learning is they're learning how to like save that handstand too, and work in those saving positions. And the last one is cartwheel up the handstand. Yeah. And put your hands like way up here. So I want the kids to have their hands apart from the wall. I want their feet together because that round off, this is where I want them making hollow. You know, is when the feet snap together. So they would just work it right to that hollow position and try not to let their hips sag. Really good for kids that are working round offs. So they just try and hold that tight body position because now as they add the run and the pop of the feet together, when they hold that shape, it's going to launch them up to their feet and get them in a good position to start pulling that tall, tight back handspring. Because that's the shape that essentially we want to see when they land on their feet. So we're emphasizing at the top. We're not going to see it off the hands, but we're emphasizing it off the hands. So you can see it later. And then candlestick holds and jumps. So arch body. I'm moving quickly. We're way over time. So I'm gonna go really fast through arch and just show how to get into it. And I'll let you guys kind of read over it and see it. But just like hollow, I like low arch and high arch. So it's the same thing. They just do low arch, they lift just their feet. Okay. This is heel drive for front handsprings and also for vaults. And then high arch is just through the arms. So again, we're isolating. Okay, isolating the high arch and the shoulders coming up. Isolating the low arch and the feet. Another one that I like doing is just one leg. This is really good for boys because they're dumb. And so when their feet go behind their head, they like forget that they even exist. And they start just kind of bending their knees or flopping all over the place. So they need to learn that there's something back there and they need to actually get tight. It's really good for handstands and arabesques and things like that. Okay. Again, if you start doing the Superman rock, you're now doing both arches in conjunction. You know, you work high arch and low arch and high arch and low arch. Okay, and then a good one for arch is just like for hollow. If the kids are using a slider and they've got their feet on the slider, if they're in gear support, this is that tight body arch that we want to see. Okay, it's a lot harder, but that's okay. Really good for boys on parallel bars and on pommel horse. Yeah, essentially, you know, when we do circles on pommel horse, we don't really want the hips that high. We'd like them to stay kind of close to the mushroom and close to the pommels, but that's right. That's okay. Still train it nice and high. It's easier to get it close than it is to get up. Okay. I did want to give everyone one exercise to do really quick. I want everyone to go to the red room. Okay, find one exercise that you can implement like a hollow body or an arch body into for the red room kids. Okay? So really quick, we'll take like 2 minutes. Just find something, anything that you can
In the lesson plan, we have a couple in there.
yeah. So that works.
We can pause it.